Welcome back to the channel. Hilux Fans. Behind me is the supercharged L67. And in here is the new project. Let's go. All right, there it is. My marketplace LS1 5.7 litre. And behind me is Bumblebee. Check it out.
Bumblebee's a car that got me through some very hard times. And unfortunately, I let the registration slip. This is the story of the comeback. I've only got one goal with this build, to throw as much dirt as possible, as loud as hell. For that, I'm gonna put the biggest engine in the smallest car that I can register. It's gonna be sick, and I'm bringing you with me. So tick like, hit subscribe, and hopefully, in the end, we'll throw some dirt together.
All right, since the last episode, I've managed to find a gearbox. I thought it was going to be very hard to find a gearbox, but as it happens, I've managed to find one. Check that out. Let's go have a look. Lo and behold, I've managed to find an R-Series gearbox, which, if you believe the hype, is a rebuilt gearbox with Martin Crawler parts in it. There's apparently a weak spot on first gear, and the solution is a chromoly sort of thrust washer or something like that, and a thrust plate. That's been installed in this gearbox, so it should be even stronger than the R150 I've got over there. You can tell it's an R150 because the transfer case is has the input on the transfer case rather than up here. Otherwise, it'd be the R151. So this is the R150, and you can tell that you've got an R-Series gearbox, which, if you don't know, are the big boy gearboxes. They've got the big boy gears, can hold a lot more power. You can tell you've got that because the drain plug comes out the side. This is the side, that's the top. So drain plug coming out the side, that's an R-Series box. And if you want to know what a standard Hilux box looks like, the drain plug here, see, comes out the bottom, gear sticks at the top. You've got the small gears, and it's not very strong. It's likely to just break on you when it gets old, and also lots of horsepower. They'll just break. They'll just break really easily, and these are stronger. So we've got this, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The forums reckon that the torque that this can handle is pretty much spot on what the torque, maximum torque figures are of this motor standard. And what do we all think about standard? The problem, obviously, then, is that the gearbox is not going to be adequate to handle more power. It'll be fine standard. See how long we can keep it standard for. But I'm a bit worried that it's a bit of an expensive mission to just put it in and then change it again later. So I haven't bought the bell housing yet. It costs more than that motor did. The bell housing for that gearbox, I haven't bought yet because I'm still considering whether I should buy an auto. Because an auto, maybe, if I buy the right one, would let me not make this so standard anymore. Now, obviously, if you make it less standard, that bit of paper over there has got the power to weight laws on it, and you've got to run into that as well. So it's a bloody big decision about which direction to go, and I still haven't made that decision. But for now, we're just going to go with it. Yeah, buddy, got the dipstick back on there, 5 litres of oil, and I even slapped on a new top of the Ryco filter. That's top shelf material right there, mate. $33 worth, plus the oil, $112-ish. Let's hope we don't just have to tip it out for some reason. But anyways, let's get this compression test underway. Got the battery hooked up once again, positive to the starter pole, and then you've got a signal wire that also comes off the battery. Bang, bang, and the ground there just goes onto the block. And now we got our compression tester. We've got to take a spark plug out and see what kind of score we're getting. Nice and tight. Get this guy somewhere where we can see it. You ready? 3, 2, 1. $210. Listen to this in slow motion and tell me this is not the heart of a living, breathing transformer. You ready? Maybe the robot has spoken. Literally, it's alive. And here are the scores. Got 210. That was the first one I did. 210, 225, 230, 210, 235, 210, 210. So that's within 10% of each other, and that's where it needs to be. So that's good news. And this week I had some help. From V8 Hilux Group Australia, and good common sense advice, really. What I did wrong, because I'm a rookie, I put oil into the spark plugs, and that caused one of these to read very high. It was more than 10% out. And the common sense advice was just to turn the motor over more until that oil gets cleared out, and that should even the scores out. It did even the scores out. I'm much more happier. That's awesome. And that's it for this week. Until next week when there's a surprise. Hopefully next week there'll be another surprise. And until the next one, Hilux fans, keep it upright. And if you do roll it, LS swap the next one you get. See ya.